What up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. I'm here all by myself. I feel lonely on the couch. Awkward, weird. Yeah, that's right. Get out of here. Callie and Kylie helped me start this. So I just wanted to record a solo episode. I hadn't been on the mic in a minute, hadn't done anything solo. I wanted to catch everybody up on kind of the stuff that's going on with Cards and Culture, F45. I've been traveling a little bit. Brandy and I have been stepping into this crypto space and putting some weird shit out there on the internet, putting some stuff out on Twitter about NFTs and crypto. And I just kind of wanted to just jump on here and talk a little bit how this all connects with collectibles, what we're doing in the retail space, what Cards and Culture is doing, some of the risks, the innovations, the things we're trying with crypto, how it connects to the collectible space. F45 is getting ready to start its new chapter. So first of all, I appreciate all the listeners. If you guys are listening, we've been doing this podcast. I've been doing this podcast for 3 or 4 years now. I think it's crazy to say, coming up on 100 episodes. We've had some twists and turns and different things, but I appreciate everybody who is listening to this and who has been along for the ride and seen all the twists and turns and the different things I've jumped into over the last 3 or 4 years. But I really just wanted to start first with F45. I think a lot of our listeners here, this podcast started with performance and, you know, with my athletics, baseball background, that kind of stuff. And I think a lot of the listeners on the local front started with the F45 group when Bo and I were doing things. Kerry was jumping on. We were educating a lot of people during COVID, talking a lot about the different things that we had going on with the gym, the community, trying to get to know our staff members a little bit more, Bo and I a little bit more. So I appreciate all the F45 loyalists, everybody who's been in the gym and part of our community for 18 months, almost 2 years now, which is pretty wild. But we're actually getting ready to open up location number 2. So we are going over on the other side of town. It's going to be called F45 Bocage. So if anybody is from Baton Rouge that's listening on the local front, we're going to be heading over to the other side of town and starting our venture into the second location here with F45. So if you guys hear anything in the background, I am recording in Cards and Culture. We are closed on Mondays and Tuesdays, but we had some people come in, so just hang with me here a little bit, guys. But again, F45 Bocage, we're jumping into that second location. It's actually going to be on the corner of Jefferson and Corporate, right across from that old abandoned Rite Aid in the Whole Foods area. So super fired up about that. My business partner, Bo, he's been on the show 3 or 4 times now. He's done an incredible job building that community, taking the lead on that, all the real estate stuff, worked really hard on finding us a great location. I'm really excited about this space. It's going to be a lot bigger than our last one. We're going to have some more room for you guys. We're going to have a nice waiting reception area, be some nicer showers and vanity stuff. Dimitri's going to be the head trainer over there. Dimitri's also been on the show. He's going to take majority of the classes over on that side. Kerry's still going to be doing a lot of the training. Bo and I are still going to be over there. I'm going to do probably 2 or 3 of my classes a week over there. I'm not going to be training as much or coaching as much, but I will be over there working out, just checking out the facility, hanging out with the community, helping grow F45 on that side of town. But again, my business partner Bo has done an absolutely incredible job building that, taking the lead on that. Our staff has been absolutely incredible during this time, just building the community, hanging with the community, giving them resources, growing with them, doing different events within the community. So just excited to see a different demographic, a different side of town come in and hopefully, like I said, grow this F45 family that we started here and this fitness wellness group that's been pretty loyal since March of 2020. And then, stuff going on with Cards and Culture is always just taking twists and turns, and I feel like I'm always throwing a bunch of shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. But I haven't really educated a lot of anybody that listens to the podcast too much on all the details going on with Cards and Culture. I'm not really sure. I've filled in everybody. I know we've had Jalen on the show, but we've grown an incredible group here, and we have a absolutely incredible staff. We're doing a lot more stuff on the multimedia and storytelling side of things. So that's why you'll see some nice production for my low-level podcast. We have some really nice cameras and some good producers here that are taking care of us. But again, it's building for the future, building for things that we want to do in this space. We want to innovate in the collectible space and kind of be a brand that dips into all different types of things. It's kind of human nature to collect things, right? Whether it's money, art, sneakers, stocks, bonds, Pokemon cards, memorabilia. We kind of want to be the leaders in that space. And with the way that Web3 is coming, blockchain technology, virtual reality, augmented reality, there's so many different opportunities to mess around with technology, to interact with communities that collect things. And that's kind of where we're at. We signed a partnership with LSU as the official collectibles partner of the LSU Tigers. And I really wanted that partnership because I really wanted Baton Rouge, and I really wanted people to know our DNA, that it's more than just sports cards. It's more than just memorabilia. It's more than just sneakers. It's more than the art that's on the wall. It's all about a group of people that enjoy collecting things. And I think that's the community that we're building here. And like I said, it's inherent in human nature to collect and build things. And that's kind of what we're creating a safe space to do. And with blockchain, I think it just adds another layer of security and authenticity to the collectible space. So, and then with cryptocurrency, it allows you to monetize those things. So not only are you able to increase the security of a contract or the authenticity of a memorabilia piece or a sports card or a collectible or even a sneaker, you're now allowed to monetize that in a really easy, seamless way. And as this technology develops, there's a lot of buzzwords about the phrase NFT, non-fungible tokens. And I just hate that phrase because it's gotten so buzzy and overused. And I really believe in my heart that just like we called the internet, the World Wide Web, and we don't even really call it the internet anymore. We call them smartphones and phones, and we just assume that a phone comes with this certain technology. I think NFTs are going to evolve like that in 10, 20, 30, 40 years, and we're just going to be using it differently. And I think that this is just going to be a resource for humans and kind of like that next step in evolution. As we mess around with virtual reality, the blockchain allows a lot of security within those realms. And I know I'm going to get kind of spacey here, and I don't really know, it kind of gets off tangent a little bit with collectibles, but as human behavior changes, so does the way that we interact with our collectibles, I guess you could say, right? Just like back in the day when I was growing up, the only way to go get cards was to go to a card shop and buy an actual card and then hope that you could find somebody to trade it with on your block or go to a convention or a meetup. The phones, eBay first changed that, right? So we were allowed to have an open marketplace and have auctions and share things across the world. Phones allowed us to share these things and share our collection and create this sense of clout and social currency almost, right? So followers and blue check marks, and these are all things that we accumulate that give us a certain status symbol or express a certain dominance, right? And so I think that this next technology with NFTs and things are going to be the same way. So we're going to collect memorabilia differently. We're going to collect iconic moments on the internet differently. We're going to collect viral moments because it changed the way that we saw things or thought about things or connected with people. And so cards and culture is just kind of messing around in that space. I went to Art Basel last weekend. I went to a DecentralCon, which was in Miami, and I really just been understanding a little bit about blockchain and how people are utilizing it, different use cases, different ways that businesses are implementing it to interact with their consumers, their clients, their community, different ways to market and use NFTs for marketability and building a group and a community and educating people. So I'm really interested in this space, and I think that it's a really unique way to bring people together. I think it's a cool way to democratize things that have been traditionally out of reach for a lot of people. And I think that this technology is exciting because it just allows us to play in spaces that humans haven't been able to play in before. So I'm excited to see the development of it. I want cards and culture to be at the forefront of these evolutionary times and to be a leader when Web3 eventually develops and virtual reality is more of a commonality. Just like 20 years ago or 30 years ago, if I would told my parents or my grandparents that I'd be FaceTiming my girlfriend from across the world and having a virtual dinner with her while she was competing in the Tokyo Olympics, they would have laughed at me and couldn't even conceptualize the idea. I'm excited to see virtual reality change and how we use it every single day, because I don't even think we can conceptualize how we're going to be using it in 20 or 30 years. But I do know that I want cards and culture to be kind of on that forefront of the innovation and understanding it and educating a community that will eventually play in this space and utilize it. And I'm excited to develop our token system and different things that we're going to be doing on the blockchain. I will get into that further another time, but I really just wanted to take this time to connect with everybody that has followed us, that has supported Cards and Culture and F45 and me as a whole, this podcast, all the things that I put out on social media, and the crazy journey that I've been on the last 4 or 5 years since I've done maybe 6 or 7 shit, I don't even know, since I've been done playing baseball and started this new phase of my life. And I've just been really appreciative of people that have supported, come through with Cards and Culture and F45. And so I just wanted to give everybody a little catch up and let everybody know what we're doing, the next steps we'll be taking, and how we keep it going.